What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection.
Hello, we've just finished another bush camp. We're down at the Border Ranges just near Rathdowney. Beautiful spot. We'll show you a bit more about this later. We've had our new zone for 3 months now. We've done several trips, and we're going to take you through the van and show you what modifications we've done, what improvements we've made, and a few other little features. And we're also going to have a look at our car, our Landcruiser GXL, and the modifications we've made to that to make it the perfect tow rig. We're also going to take you around to some of these bush camps in southeast Queensland that we've been to. There's some beautiful spots to share, and we'll put all the details and information. So hope you enjoy this new video. Hello and welcome to another episode of Graham and Ann's Great Adventures.
If you enjoy our travels.
What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about
ZB171. This is our zone off-road 20-foot 6 caravan. This is our 5th caravan and by far the best we've ever owned. And in this video we're going to have a look at what modifications and various changes that we've made. Not that there's many. We've done a few shakedown trips, and on the last one we decided to load up everything we would for a big trip. So we actually filled up the 3 water tanks, car full of fuel, firewood on the front holder, the generator, absolutely everything, and decided to put it across the weighbridge. I said to Anne, do you want to do something scary? She said, what? I said, let's go and put it across the weighbridge. And much to our surprise, we were almost 200 kilos under our GCM with a full load, so we're quite pleased with that. Once we took delivery, one of the first things we wanted to do was put a protective coating on the outside. We had boats for 20 years, and fiberglass deteriorates very quick when it's out in the weather, which requires a lot of polishing. And I didn't really want to do that, so we decided on Vantec next generation coating. It's manufactured using nanoparticles, and it's a one application, and they actually came to our house, cleaned the van down completely, and then applied this coating. So anything that we decide to add to the zone, we want to keep it lightweight, the same as the philosophy that Zone have. So when we installed the barbecue, we did it ourselves. Again, went down to Bunnings and found some square tubed alloy that was lightweight and strong, and we just fitted that across the tunnel boot and screwed it into the aluminium angle. Another item that we purchased was some rubber. This is rubber mat that they put in the back of a ute. Went down to our rubber shop, and he's always got some offcuts that he sells at a good price, and we've used this to pack under certain items, like under the gas bottles. We've made some rubber mats just to give them a little bit of protection from bouncing on metal to metal. Also made up some rubber mats out of the same material just to go under the legs of the caravan, and also the jack stand at the front. This all helps to protect everything, different type of surfaces that you set up on. So here's another great extra that we added, an outdoor shower. One of us uses it all the time. So Shadow really enjoys an outdoor shower. He's in the zone. How's that, Shadow? Aren't you glad we had this fitted? Great using the induction cooking on the drop down table, don't have to worry about the wind. We just use a piece of paper underneath the pan to keep it clean. Still works exactly the same. We use this induction cooktop also to heat water during the day. While the sun's on the panels, we found it heats very quickly. Uses a lot of power while it's heating, but usually 2 to 3 minutes and we've got the water hot for a cup of tea. This is the same kettle that we use on the gas, so as long as it's a metal base, it works on both heat sources really well. So another piece of equipment that we always carry with us is Herb. Herb is our Thermomix, which Anne doesn't go anywhere without, do you, love?
No, no.
And again, plugs into the inverter in the bush, and we can cook anywhere.
Works great.
And she does cook up a storm. Moving inside the van now, we're just going to show you a few alterations we've made and even the odd fix. So just improving our pride and joy. For hanging anything on the wall, we don't really want to put screws in the wall. We found these stick-on pads that we purchased from IKEA very good. They're a Pluck brand. They've got the stick-on pad at the back, you peel that off. Nice big area to stick on, and they can be removed at a later date without leaving any damage. Quite strong. You can put calendars or any lightweight wall hanging. Now, security in mind, it's good to find a place in the van to hang your keys that are out of sight, so people looking through the window can't actually see where your keys are. And we found a great spot here at the cupboard at the end of the kitchen. Little key hooks. We've also found a good home for the remote control for the air conditioner. Just use double-sided tape to put the base on. Another small modification we made was the TV bracket that came with the van was a 2-tier arm, and we've swapped that out for a 3-tier. A couple of reasons: it just gave the television a little bit more height if you wanted to watch it in bed, and it also pushes it out of the kitchen area just a little bit better towards the end of the bench. And it just slides into the bracket that's already on the wall, so a quick fix. Other great feature is the Sirocco fans. We use these all the time, especially at night, and we put the timer on 3 or 6 hours to turn off during the night. We love the way you can turn them every which way. The only thing is they get fairly dirty fairly quickly, so I'm just going to show you a quick way to clean them. There's little white clips here around the chrome surround. You just hold onto the white surround and just pull on that frame and they come out. And also the same with the blade. It actually, you hold the back of the motor and it will just pull off. You can pull it off and wash it. I've just wiped this over with a wet cloth and just dried it, and then same thing, it just clips straight back on again. When you put them back in, both those two sections clip into the slot. So when they're all clean and dry, just hold the motor behind there, put that on until you find the slot, and it just clicks back in. Same with the Sirocco, get the name up the right way. Just start one of the slots in here, they just push in, just make sure they're all in firm, they just click back into position. They can move on that chrome ring, so you just got to make sure that they're lined up. And there you have it, a nice clean fan. Another good item you can pick up when you go to IKEA is these hooks for your hats. So instead of hanging your hats on your Sirocco fans, which I don't think they're designed for, we've purchased these again on hooks at IKEA. So we've put one on both sides, so we've got an ideal place near the end of our bed just to put our hat on at the end of the day. We like to monitor the temperature of our fridge, and you can do that with a digital thermometer. We'll place the digital display in our control box. Same thing, just use a double-sided tape to put it on the back wall, and it monitors the freezer and the fridge simultaneously, so you can tell what your temperature is. Here it's got a reading of -18 and +3 for the fridge. There's 2 digital thermostat sensors with wireless technology. One hangs in the freezer, the other hangs in the fridge. We've used those same IKEA hooks to stick on the back wall of the fridge, and they just hook on. We found the best setting for the fridge, somewhere between 5 and 6, to give us about 3 degrees in the fridge. Now we're very happy with this Bushman fridge. When we set it on 5, the fridge temperature is about 3 degrees, which is where you want it. But we found when it's fully loaded, the fridge and the freezer will sit at about -15, which was in the specification parameters if you look at their website of Bushman. And also it fits in with the philosophy of Zone, trying to keep everything lightweight, and that's including the owners, so no more ice cream while you're travelling. The fridge is actually designed to run off solar. It says that inside it, and to get that extra temperature drop in the freezer, it'll consume a lot more power. So it's really been designed just to run off your batteries and your solar panels, and that's why we're very happy with it. The Caravan in general lacked with very few things. One thing that we did want was a clock that we could see, and we purchased this digital clock. This came from J-Car. It's sort of fitted in just behind the air conditioner quite well. I did actually put one screw in and two Velcro tabs to hold that securely in place, but it matches the air conditioner quite well. We have the SOG system, which is a fan that operates as soon as you pull that lever out. Now with the SOG system, they say you can get away without using any chemicals, but we still like to use a sanitizer in the toilet, and we found this one, Portasol. You can buy that at Bunnings or BCF. It's around about $20. Very economical, lasts a long time. So when we're off-road and we want to save water, which we all do, instead of pouring a lot of water down the toilet, we use a spray bottle. We put some of that Portasol chemical mixed with some water, and we just use a spray bottle for using the toilet for number ones. And speaking of water saving, we've changed the shower head to a Eco Caramel. I'll put the information up on the bottom of the screen. This is a water saving head. This head gives you the feeling of a lot of water because it's actually drawing in air through those two holes there. So it's like half air and half water. You still get a really good shower, but you're greatly reducing the amount of water you're taking out of your tanks. Also use one of these extended rods that just clamp onto your shower. You buy these from Bunnings. Good place to hang towels. And keeping in line with the Fusion suction, we've actually put another bar down here for our floor mat to hang up. So shower's fairly well set up now. Another improvement we made is the ensuite door. The latch that came with it actually came apart on the first rough road. So I picked this one up from Bunnings. It's a better lock in there, and it's got a hole you can put a some sort of lock. So we use this little Caravan. I've got that on a safety chain. It just locks in there, never comes undone. When we don't want the latch, we just put that there. We've got a little tab, another one of these ones from IKEA. Those little flat tabs, you can barely see them. Keeps it all nice and neat and tidy. Up front we've got a ARB steel bull bar, colour coded to match the car, and we've also got we just opted for the steady light bar. We don't do a lot of driving at night, but it's quite a good light, and it just assists the Toyota lights, which are already pretty good. Underneath we've got recovery points at the front. So the standard Landcruiser's got a GVM of 3350, which when you add your ball weight, they allow for the bull bar, extra battery, a few other accessories, and ourselves with a little bit of luggage. That's about it. We can't put much in the back. So we went for a 300 kilo upgrade to bring it up to 3650 kilos, which is sufficient for what we want to carry. The part of the GVM upgrade requires new springs and shockies. So when I got home, the co-pilot asked me how it was, and I said, yeah, it's not bad. I said, the car may be a little bit higher than what it used to be. And she wasn't really happy with that. So I had to add another accessory, which is clear view slide out steps, and they're fantastic. So they work off the same system as locking the door. So when you lock the door, they fold in. When you open the door or unlock the car, they come out. And I've really got used to them, and they're a great accessory. Get a lot of comments, especially from other ladies. So a quick look under the bonnet. We haven't really done a lot. First thing we added was a water-wise fuel filter, and this will pick up any water in your fuel line, which is important, especially if you're out in the bush. You can't always trust the fuel that you'll get. Just got a mirror down there. There's a glass bowl and also a valve. You can release the water. The water will sit on the bottom. There's an alarm that goes off inside the car with a red light if you do get water in the fuel, and this is pre the standard filter. This model only came out with the single cranking battery, so we were able to fit our auxiliary battery for the fridge under the other side of the bonnet. Now if I had my time again, I'd probably set up a battery in the back of the car, because this is our third battery under here. I'm flat out trying to get 2 years out of them, they just don't seem to like the heat. So we haven't really done anything else under here, we've kept it standard. There's plenty of power for what we require, and it certainly does a great job towing the van. Moving around to the rear of the car, we've just fitted a set of rock tamers as we're planning a trip out through the centre, and wanted a bit more protection for the van. We've got our DO35 coupling. In the back we've got a single drawer and a fridge on a slide. I've just got all my basic camping requirements, toolbox and everything in there. Easy access when we pull up. We've just got a single slide for the fridge. We used to have a drop-down slide on another drawer, but a fair bit of weight on that. The actual drop-down slide was 38 kilos itself, plus the other box and infrastructure, so I removed about 100 kilos out of the back of the car. I've got all the plugs in the sidewall there, and I've also fitted a voltage meter so I can measure the auxiliary battery at a glance. Also had this LED light bar underneath the tailgate, which is brilliant at night, lights up the whole area. Also had a portable compressor. It was in a big box taking up space, so I fitted into the sidewall here next to the drawer, wired it all up, got a plug, and I can just plug my hose in the back and air up. So everyone knows Toyota, they're a great tow tug, but this 2016 GXL was fairly basic when we got it. And one of the things that we really disliked was the head unit. So we changed it out for a Kenwood unit. It's got Apple CarPlay, it fits straight in, it's made for a Toyota, and it actually looks like a factory fit. So we've got all the latest Google Maps, and we can take messages, and yeah, brings it into the modern era. It was a really good upgrade. I went for a GME UHF. We've got the handset, just double-sided tape onto the dash there, and it's a really good unit with the aerial up on the roof. Now we did have the aerial on the bull bar, but the co-pilot didn't like it shaking around in front of her, so we picked up a bracket from ARB and have it mounted on the roof. It folds down if need be, but gives a very good signal up here. Also have a HEMA navigator mounted on the column here. I used a click-on bracket from Hold My Phone, and this is an older unit. I've just had to change the battery in it, but it also doubles as our reverse camera for the Caravan. I've just got a switch on the dash, and when we've got the Caravan hooked up, I've got the option of having the reverse camera or the map up, because it's good to have a rear view with the Caravan. We're very happy with the wet seat car covers that we chose. They're like a wetsuit material, so even if you're a bit wet, they can handle that, and they're not too hot in summer and not too cool in winter. Another new feature we've just added is a Safety Dave tyre monitor for the car and the Caravan. We've got the external readers on the valve stem, which measure pressure and temperature, so we can monitor all 8 wheels. Before we picked up our new Caravan, we decided to get some new Caravan mirrors for the car. We had a look around, and this is what we come up with. MSA, fairly good size, look like the manufacturer's style mirror, and very easy to operate. Pull it out like that, and then it just slides out. Gives us great vision from both sides. We can see right down the side of the Caravan, which is what the legal requirement is. So the mirror is just slightly convex, which gives a wider screen. It's actually cut out our blind spot on the side, and we're very happy with the vision that we get down the side of the van, and just love this feature. So easy to operate.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers, don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. I one of those crazy people? Should I stay here or should I let go? Pull the sheets over my head, hoping change is gonna find me. You don't have to remind me I'm doing nothing at all. I'm ruminating on a blank wall, but I feel stuck here